Happy October, everybody out there tuning in today to this fresh new episode of Chasing Birdies. We are back here in the saddle. It feels good to be back, my man JP, and I'm grateful for you today being here, yucking it up on this banner session as we embark into the fall season. How are you?
It's another week, my man. It is another week, and October is maybe my favorite month of the whole year, other than my birthday month, because I take the month off and take golf trips. But October golf is here, and I love it. I love it. Just a little crisp air in the morning, a little chilly, maybe a quarter zip, some shorts. Definitely not throwing a quarter zip short sleeve over my quarter zip. But
I was going to say, have you ever seen a short sleeve quarter zip?
Never. Not until this week. But yeah. Anyways, today's episode is brought to you by Red Vanley. Make sure you go check them out at redvanley.com. All the fall, winter gear is out, which is crazy to say. As we know, we've had enough of these guys on. The winter gear is already ready. It's like putting the cart before the horse, which I'm really good at.
Yeah, I agree with you, though. I think October is the best month of the year. And I'm not saying that because it's my birthday month. I'm not. But the weather is perfect, generally speaking. September was great. A little bit of lacking of rain, but October is awesome for golf. You have the MLB playoffs going. Football is kind of in the 5th, 6th, 7th week of the season. College, same thing.
Yeah.
Hockey's kicking off.
There's a lot going on, man. There is a lot. Like sports are here, I guess you can say. And I'm looking forward to the big league playoffs. I mean, the Buccos aren't in it, but you know, like we say, next year. It's always next year.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think there will never be a next year for them. I think it's sad, truthfully. But
okay, but
that's a different story. No.
Do this.
I know, dude. I know you've been on the bandwagon, and I know, you know, but the reality is, it's just unfortunate. That's all.
It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but it's exciting.
You have a whole plethora of Skeens autographs, which is great, dude. And like 20 years from now, you're going to be able to walk around. And
Parker's going to be wealthy.
He's going to be wealthy off Paul Skeens. And they're going to be like, did he play for the Pirates? Yeah, that's who he played for. But I was listening to the talk show, and they brought up a good point. It's sad that we're already talking about the next 2 years of having to build around him because we know the inevitable is going to happen. He's going to be gone.
Yeah. That's the sad part. I mean,
that's the sad part.
The guy had a 1.97 ERA. He's going to win the Cy Young. I'm willing to gamble. And he was 10-10 for the year. Yeah. That's terrible. Terrible. It's awful. So anyways, it's a lot like the Ryder Cup, dude. It's a lot like the Team USA Ryder Cup, right? You have you perform
Disastrous.
And then it just, there is so much to wrap my head around for those 3 days. USA, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about the USA. I will say Team Europe. I think that just the Ryder Cup means so much more to Europe, dude. I mean, I think that they have that energy. It's the Ryder Cup. You know, I saw somebody make a post the other day that, you know, Team Europe grew up playing $5 Nassau with their own money. Team USA showed up with their swing coaches, mental coaches, and workout coaches. That's true.
And they knew how to play. And they know how to play alternate shot. And so does Steve Peering and I, but that's foreshadowing. But the reality is they did not perform well the first 2 days. They got outplayed. And everyone says, well, how well the Europeans were playing, which obviously is true.
They were playing pretty
good. The Americans, it just looked like we just had
nothing.
There was no answer to anything.
Nothing.
And it's hard, you know, these guys are pouring their heart and soul and they want to win for their country. I mean, you know, it's not like they were laying down, but they was to the point where they were just getting waxed. I'll give you an example. I mean, Bryson was 5 down in that match on Sunday. I mean, 5 down. Now, granted, he had the match, which was incredible. But that's just kind of a little microcosm of the greater picture. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think that in day 2, Rory, whoever he was with, they were making pars and winning holes. Like there's no pressure. There's no nothing. Yeah. I mean, it was like Team USA was hitting putts and there wasn't even a hole there. Like there was not a hole. They just hit it 15 feet and it get around where the hole might be. And they did not make a putt in 2 days. The most exciting shot of 3 days for Team USA was when Justin Thomas holed that wedge shot out on that par 4 for Eagle. I've seen a lot of things about Team USA. The fans. Yes, I would agree. Crossed it in a little
ridiculous.
bit. The fans
That's
had
ridiculous.
nothing to cheer about, dude. The fans were taken out of it after day one. And then it was almost like, you know what? F it. We're just going to get drunk and scream at stupid stuff. And it's unacceptable. Rory's wife had a beer thrown at her.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, it's so stupid. And Rory Sunday night had a good one, dude. One of the reporters said, some guy was asking if you think you're that good, and he said no. He said, I'm that effing good. And it's just these guys they're so good. Team Europe is so good. And are they more talented? I don't know. I would, on paper, probably not, but they have more heart. And and they're match play players. That's what people don't understand. Your average golfer does not understand how much harder match play is than stroke play. Scotty Scheffler, the world number 1, was 0-4 in match play going into the singles. He's the number 1 player in the world.
That's unbelievable.
It's a different ball game. Everyone has a chance when it's match play.
I loved the Oberg and DeChambeau matchup early on Saturday morning. First one's out the gate. And I told you, I said, but we need to text Greg Bodine and Scovey and ask him if there was some inter-squad talking of shit between the caddies. So we did, bud. I sent the text out to the boys. Greg never replied. Joey did. You did.
Well, Greg was in a little bit of a tussle, boys, on the second match.
This was before that. This was before Justin Rose absolutely stared at him with the fiercest look in his eye, like, what the hell are you doing? It's not your turn.
Our boy Greg Bodine.
Jibo didn't know. I felt kind of bad for him because I felt like he was like, his feelings were hurt. And then it carried on to the next hole.
And
walking
then
up to 18.
You had Teddy Scott getting into it with Molinari, who's an assistant coach, which they ended up doing a cool little video the next day, just saying, we're best buds. It's not whatever. But, everybody was getting into it.
I mean, these guys, and then Rosie kind of plays it off at the end there, like, it's not a big deal. What should I have said? Excuse me? Maybe I should have. I don't know. But I don't care. Yeah, it was a heated moment. But the reality is that's going to stick with people now for a while. Like, Jibo is not going to have that much respect for Jay Rose and his caddy.
You would think.
Granted, they don't have to see each other.
Yeah, but exactly. But you would think that will carry over. And I thought maybe that might get the boys fired up a little bit. And it did. But
it got me fired up.
I'll tell you. It was
thrilling.
I mean, we knew he was good. But after this Ryder Cup, Tommy Fleetwood is so freaking good. And that shows you how hard it is to win on the PGA Tour. That guy's won one time. Yeah. He is a stud. I
feel like he had a little tear in his eye when he missed that putt on 18 and during the single matches. I mean, who did he play? I forget who he played, but maybe Justin Thomas. I thought they were going to do it, though, man. I thought they were going to do it.
This stupid envelope roll.
So let's talk about that. Apparently, if you withdraw within 30 minutes of your tee time, you lose the whole point. But if you bow out ahead of time, then you just have the match.
And these names, like Team USA has to give a name for the envelope roll before the matches start. So I think it was Harris English.
Harris English, yeah, he did not play.
Okay, so Harris English's name gets thrown in an envelope. How do you feel if you're Harris English? Like my name was picked out of these 12 guys to be that. I have a big problem in the whole thing. Like if you're gonna say, hey, they each get half a point, just don't give them any points, because in the end, it could cost somebody a Ryder Cup. And who's to say that did not do that? The half point ended up being what they needed. Yeah, that half point. I mean, even with Henley missing that putt, leaving it right in her throat,
which was a phenomenal bunker shot, by the way, on 18. I was like, there's no way he's getting this in there. He went left of the pin. Probably a miss hit, but it worked out. But that half point really weighed a lot in their favor.
Yes.
It really, really did.
So you don't play, you withdraw. Okay, if you withdraw from a PGA Tour event in the third round, okay, you don't get to finish last in the money. You're out.
Right.
You don't make any money. So why, in this sense, are you getting half of a point against a guy who's ready to go? I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Keegan Bradley said that rule has to change. It's only been used 3 times in the whole history of the Ryder Cup. So, I mean, it doesn't happen often, but I think that was a crucial half point that they had to give up for essentially nothing.
And I will say, speaking of the course itself, obviously they received a lot of rain, which softened everything up. But given that, I really thought it would have played tougher. I mean, you think about the open days at Bethpage Black, and you just think about the rough. And they were saying it was better to hit out of the rough than it was the fairway because they could control the spin better, which is true.
Yeah. Yep.
But
and there was moisture. There was a little moisture in that rough. The rough didn't look very long.
It did. That's what I'm saying. It didn't. It wasn't set up, and I don't know if that is by design or if that's just. But it wasn't. Obviously, it wasn't U.S. Open caliber golf course, but this is a U.S. Open golf course, so you would think that in some respect it would have been a little more aggressive on the setup with how hard it was playing, and it really wasn't playing that hard.
Yeah,
I mean, those guys ate it up.
They ate it up, and the rough was not penalizing at all. Balls were reacting whenever it came out of the rough. It was, like you said, it was actually probably better because once it hit, it was not going anywhere. If you were hitting it on the fairway, it was spinning off of the greens. But on another front,
it's crazy.
Michael Jordan was there, and naturally I saw the shoes he was rocking, which was a golf shoe. And so I screenshotted it and sent it off to Gentry. And I said, hey, bud, I said, I'm assuming these are never coming out, right? And he said, don't ever say never. So those might be coming out. The Jordan golf shoes that everybody's been talking about, it's been all over social media. Based on my conversation, they might be out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised you don't have them delivered today, knowing you.
Well.
Yeah, he was there, dude. Trump, that was kind of funny.
Did you see the video of Europe saying, hey, Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Did you see what he commented? He said, I'm watching. Congratulations.
Yeah, meanwhile, they all live in America. But
it
was a great, I think I texted you and B on Sunday, and I said, dude, regardless of the outcome, this final round of the Ryder Cup is all you wanted. I mean, being
they
in
were close, dude. They were close, and I'm shocked that they got that close.
I mean, they got that close, dude.
They got that
close.
far away.
Yeah,
from winning it, and that would have been a bigger comeback than Brookline.
I mean, some of these than Brookline and at the country club.
Yeah.
Some of these guys care more about the Ryder Cup than they do anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, the Euros.
Well, yeah. I mean, Rory McIlroy basically said it's bigger than any major he has.
So 2027, boys, their manor, back over in Ireland where we were. The boys were there. Funny enough, the Steelers just played there. Skylar Thompson got robbed, which reminds me of the night I almost got robbed. But moving over to Irish soil, man, 27 might be I don't know. We might have to look into that.
That might be a fun one,
pretty
huh?
Cool.
Go over and see the lads.
Celebrate 41st. Have a pint.
Well, I mean, it is your birthday month, as you mentioned. And, I mean, dude, you're going to be turning 39. You don't look a day over 21 or tall enough to be.
I don't feel it either, dude.
But, I mean, I would say October 10th sounds like a good time to go to Muirfield Village.
Yeah, the Muirfield trips, day trip sounds like it's back on the books as of this week. So, mosey on out there, see the boy Wiz, maybe get another hole in one. I do love Muirfield Village, though. I do love me some Muirfield Village. I think.
Oh my gosh, just everything, dude. The golf course is great. The amenities are great. The
Yeah,
The men's
breakfast
grill
burrito,
is
how about
great.
that thing?
The milkshakes are out of this world. I mean, we drank so many 2 times ago that we both got sick.
Yeah, I took 2 for the road, for the air. But we had a good time. I know your golf game has kind of been shelved a little bit due to your injury. I know you got some tape everywhere on your body right now trying to create electrical stimulus for you. But I got to see a little bit up at
That was fun
for the WVU event. And
do it for the kids.
I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it.
We fell short, and but it was all right. We got to see, Tyler Reeve, and met James Otto, who, if you don't know him, look him up. His voice is out of this world. I think Mike Oates might be his biggest fan.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
That guy can sing and play the guitar. And, Tyler kind of sat back a little bit and let James take the show over. I don't know if you really noticed that, but he did.
Well, James just has this voice that just carries. I mean, Tyler's voice is one of the best as well. James just being, 6'4", 330, and just plays that guitar like it's nothing. And he sings like it's beautiful. I mean, that Jamie Johnson song. The funny thing is we were just kind of hanging there in the cigar bar, and people just started coming in because they heard people singing. Next thing you know, it's packed. And we had the little kind of the playing through thing going on there.
And naturally, I said the Irish
dope.
goodbye. I just went missing.
Yeah, that was kind of flaky.
Well, it's because if you say goodbye,
I respect.
Everybody's like, "Why are you leaving?" I'm like, "Listen, bud, I'm leaving." So naturally, I just don't tell anybody, and I'm gone.
Well, I love the Irish goodbye in certain circumstances. Like if you're at a wedding and you got to go around and say goodbye to everybody, hell no. It's like, hey, I'm leaving. Or if you're at a party, everyone's kind of having a good time and you had a great time, but you want to get out, I'm there for it. But I mean, literally, you were sitting across from me on this like intimate setting. There was like 6 people there. All you had to do was say, listen, I got a bad headache. My ankle's hurting. I'm hitting the bed. But you did it. But I respect the reasoning behind it. But I would not have given you any shit for that. Mikey Oates would have, for sure. He was giving you shit about it when you left.
Well, I mean, but I've been traveling like no other. Can I just get some sleep?
I mean, B-Cats was there, turned up.
Yeah.
He was turned up.
I listened to him all night. Yeah, he was turned up all right. I ended up on a couch.
Oh,
anyways,
man.
You have some exciting news. You and your compadre Steve Peering went out to Pronghorn.
Oh, man.
What's this tournament even called anymore? 2-man what, bud? I mean, I feel like it's been called a couple different things. Link Soul, what is it?
Well, it has. No, it's not Link Soul anymore. It was Link Soul, and then it became the Fire Pit Collective, which lasted 6 months, and then Hammer and John now they're just doing it themselves. Ashworth Brothers 2-man, which, by the way, in March, they're going to be at Pine Needles, Mid Pines, and Southern Pines.
Yeah, Steve said that was going to happen last year too, so we'll hold on to that one.
Well, it's happened. It is happening because you saw the whole schedule for 26. But no, we had a great time at Pronghorn. Pronghorn in Oregon is near and dear to my heart, man. And battled some years with Steve, both of us, and for whatever reason, this year was not like any other year, man. I mean, yeah, we had a couple
real quick before you go any further into what happened with you guys. Can we get this out of the way? I'm not playing in the 2-man at Pine Needles.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I've already said that.
You said. You told me that.
My wife's 40th birthday. But do you want to be my partner for the Ashworth Brothers one in North Carolina?
You want to go down? Sure.
Yeah, we're in. We're partners.
Is this an invite?
You're inviting me.
Well, I don't necessarily know the dates of the tournament you're always involved in. I know you always say it's the first weekend of March, but March falls
it's like end of February, early March. So
okay. Yeah. Let's maybe poke that on the schedule.
All right. So I'll just take this one out over here and put this one in over here.
There you go. It's an even swap. Your wife will love you.
Fill us in on you and Steve Peering's run because it was a good one.
Yeah, dude, it was great. No, we just played well. Steve kind of was with it this year. I mean, in the years past, you caught me taking videos of him like hitting out of the shit everywhere, and he didn't like that too much, and I get it because he's trying. But None of that this year. I really only got 1 or 2 videos of his errant tee shots. One was a top, but outside of that, he was there. The guy was there. And in fact, he'll laugh because I fleeced him so bad. I pulled this drive way left. It would look like one of his old drives. It was way left, done. It was in the rocks, in the fescue, in the sand, whatever. So I'm walking around looking for it, and I hear him coming behind me, and he's got his phone out, and he's videoing me. Like, oh, he's got me now. Look, Bash is looking for his ball. So I turned around, and I said, hey, Steve, did you hit it left, or do you think it kind of hit off this tree as he's videoing me to make it out like I'm looking like for his ball? Yeah. But we lost the last match, and I got a little pissed at Steve because it was a par 5. We had like an 8-footer for birdie. I had an 8-footer for birdie, and I missed it. It just slipped by the hole. I thought I made it, but I missed it, and that ended up we lost the match. But it didn't matter because we still had enough points to get in. Yada yada yada. But we're getting in the cart, and he's like, if you make that putt, we're in the shootout. If you would have made that putt, we would have been in the shootout, guaranteed. I'm like, but it's a collective of all of us. I mean, I could look back at you and go, well, if you'd have done this, we'd have been there. Right. And he, on the previous hole, it was a par 3. He was getting a pop. He made like a 25-footer for par. It was unreal. Meanwhile, the guy had already made birdie. So Steve made this monstrous putt to have the hole. We're going into the last hole. I don't know if we were tied or what it was, but we really needed to win the match. And I missed that putt to have it. And Steve was like, man, if you'd have made that, we'd have been in for sure. And I was like, yeah, I know that, dude. But listen, I'm not going to take that. I should have made it. So we get up to the little tent, and we're all kind of nervous Nellies looking around, seeing. And we won the flight by 1.5. Or whatever it was. I don't know. It's a point.
So you're in the horse race.
Well, so A-Dart and Eric somehow get into this shootout for the shootout. This tie-breaking thing. Meanwhile, the team they were playing was already in because of some random shit. So they were playing this team. If they beat them, they were in. But the team that they were playing was in regardless. Kind of weird. There are 3 teams. So there are 3 teams playing. A-Dart, it goes all 3 freaking holes, dude. It took like an hour and a half to watch these 3 groups yuck it up on the golf course. A-Dart and E get in. So the first hole of the shootout, I drive the ball, absolutely block it, right? We get up there. It's under a tree, okay? And we're getting a stroke here on this par 4. Steve's getting a pop, so we're popping. I'm looking at this ball. I go, Steve, you can't hit it forward. You'd have to hit it left-handed. You got to hit it backwards. Meanwhile, he's been drinking all day. I'll just say that. He's not drunk, but he's absolutely been drinking it all day. So, Big Steve, he gets under the tree. He's got to kind of duck down with a little wedge. We got to clear the crowd out because everyone's back there. We're coming back. So he gets over the ball and goes to hit it and fucking whiffs it. It stays right there. So I'm like, oh, God. All right. I'm going to hit it out now, Steve. I'm going straight out. All right. So I get out in the fairway. So we're hitting 4 from 205. He hits 5-iron, pin high, 25 feet. It was brilliant. So I cozy the putt up. We tap in. We make 6 for 5. 5s move on. So we go to the next hole, and then we didn't miss a shot from there, alternate shot. I drove. He laid up. I wedged it in there real tight. He missed the putt. Next hole, he hit a beautiful drive down the fairway. I wedged it up on the green. He hit a great putt, tap in, done. Next hole, the last hole. We're in the middle of the fairway. I lay up with a 6-iron. Meanwhile, these other guys, one guy's long of the green, and the other guy comes up short in the bunker. Steve's up now with his approach shot. He hits it perfect. Over the bunker, about 20 feet, putting up the hill for birdie. I go to him. I say, hey, man. I said, we're going to win this damn thing. Because Larry and Mo are screwed in the bunker, and the other people could 3-putt that easily. There's no way that a par is a given. That sumbitch made it from the back, man. In the fringe, well into the fringe, not just off the green. He was probably 5 yards into the fringe, rolls it down the hill, bending right, and it went in. It was awesome. Everyone was stoked. Everyone screaming, clapping, yucking it up, blah, blah, blah. So, needless to say, I missed the putt, and we lost. We came in second place, but Steve texted me Sunday. He's like, that's how you make a putt on 18. I'm like, all right, bud, next year, all right? We did all right, though. I mean, we cleaned up a little bit of cash for winning the flight. Obviously, played well, but it was great, man. A-Dart was on the grill again this year. He kind of did it.
There are some videos circulating of him and his putts in the shootout.
But he didn't know where he was. And when I tell you that he didn't know where he was, I'm telling you, he did not know where he was. He had no clue where he was. He had a 4-footer, 5 feet, 5-footer. He hit it 2.5 feet, boys. Everyone did this big sigh, like, and A-Dart just looks up like he didn't know what he just did. He's like, did I make it? And we're like, no. He didn't say that, but it looked like he was thinking that. Like, what did I just do? Or did it go in? So Eric's freaking mad, and then I think that's the hole they were out on. They made it to the second hole, but the first hole, A-Dart did the same thing. That's when Eric threw his club into the ghost tree, and he was like, I'm done with this shit. And then next thing you know, they advanced.
They got in.
They made 6 for 5. They made 6 for 5. So they got into the next hole, but it was great.
It's good to catch up with the boys. How's he doing?
He's great. Doing the thing at Titleist. I guess new drivers are going to be rolling out maybe sooner than expected. Whether or not that's the case or not, or whether or not I'm allowed to say that or not, I don't know. But reading between the lines, that's what I gather for the new Titleist clubs that are coming out in 26. All the other boys, Chippy, Sean, Reggie, the whole crew of people, Hank and John and everyone, man. Everyone's freaking awesome. Dave.
Everyone's living, huh?
Everyone's great, dude. It's the same people. Mary. Mary came over to the house every morning and had coffee with us at 5 a.m.
She's a sweetheart.
She's a G. We stayed in a house that was beautiful. Come to find out, the guy that owns the house, there's all these pictures of Tiger Woods hitting off this rooftop in Dubai, like this helicopter pad. Yeah. And this guy was a part of that company that commissioned Tiger to do it. Now he's responsible for the Sphere in Vegas. So this house is pretty dope. And Marcus Mariota goes out there quite a bit and stays at that house. So it's pretty cool, right on the golf course overlooking the high desert. But had a great time, dude. Dude, Eric and Steve planned this skit when we landed in Bend. Because if you recall last year, Eric forgot his clubs didn't show up. He didn't forget it. They didn't show up. So we're coming out of the airport. Me and A-Dart already went to the car. We're loading up the bags. Here comes E and Peering walking towards us. And they're mumbling shit to each other. And I'm like, what's going on, man? I said, you lost your clubs again? And Eric's like, yep. But this fucking guy is in a rush to get out of here and won't let me go talk to the counter. And Steve's like, whatever, dude. He's like, I told you right now, we got a tee time at 2:20 or some shit like that. Like, we don't have time for this. Just call him back later. He's like, whatever, Steve. And they're going back and forth. And I'm going, guys, just calm down here. We just landed. Like, relax. And Eric goes, Bash, why don't you tell Steve what you told me about him? Like, you don't even want to fucking play with him anymore. I was like, I didn't say that. What are we doing here? And then Steve's like, did you say that? I'm like, no. And then I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then they go, just kidding. He shipped his club, ship sticks. We good. I'm like, you guys, they set this whole thing up.
So ship sticks is the way to go, bud.
The best part is A-Dart said he knew about it but forgot about this skit, so he was getting worried too.
Well, I was with A-Dart the night before at the Eric Church concert, and my man was tuned up a little bit. So, and then you proceeded to show me a photo of him sitting next to Eric on the plane, and it looked like Eric had his son next to him, first class.
Oh my God. Well, you talk about people with airplane etiquette. I mean, I'm sitting there, the first part of the flight, Pep, this is hilarious. The first part of the flight from Pittsburgh to Denver, I'm sitting in row 1A. He's on like 1C. There's a guy sitting next to me in a suit that was checking in front of me. So I heard that he was going to Singapore. So I'm talking across the aisle to Adart. Adart's telling me all these stories, and I'm trying to be respectful of this guy, but we haven't even pushed back yet. So we're just talking. So finally the guy says, hey, he says, is this going to go on the whole trip here?
No, he didn't.
And he said, well, because I'm an introvert, okay? I got a lot of work to catch up on. I said, oh, that's right. I said, you're headed to Singapore. And he was like, how the fuck did you know I'm headed to Singapore? I said, listen, I said, I was respectful. I said, I get it, man. I said, we're just buddies. He said, why don't you go take that open seat next to him? This way you guys could talk. And then this guy got upgraded to come up, and let him sit in your seat and we'll be good. And I said, great idea. That's what I'll do. So I moved over. So basically the guy in the suit kicked me out of my seat.
Out.
Yeah. He said it. He's like, is this going to happen all the time? Whatever.
Well,
and then Adart proceeded to talk my ear off too. So anyways, it was a win-win for everyone.
There you go, bud. And you guys placed second in the shootout and made some money, and you had a good old time. So Steve has hope for you for next year. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
And we're going to see Steve tomorrow. We're all playing at the Moose Club tomorrow. Steve.
That's right. I cannot wait to get up there. I told my dad,
make sure
I said,
you change your shoes in the locker room, bud, all right?
I will. I was talking to my dad, and he's all, you playing golf this week, yada, yada. I said, yeah, I'm going to go up to Pep's place on Friday. He said, the Moose Club. I said, I'll be at the Moose Club, baby.
Yeah.
We'll be around.
We'll be there. Actually, I was Monday, I was working out. I went over at like 5:15 in the morning, worked out, coming back at like 6:15. And I'm like, that's weird. There's like a car driving through the golf course. It looked like there was an SUV driving through Yock's golf course on number 4.
What were they doing?
I don't know if they were like damaging the course. I don't know. So we'll see you on Friday, bud. Just play it out of the tire rut. They were there probably before that guy got there, so you'll be fine.
Hey, I'm proud of you, dude. I saw your blood work came back. You're pretty stoked about your cholesterol, your levels, all the
Lost
work
8
you've been
pounds.
putting in with your diet. Yeah, with your diet. See that?
Yeah.
That's got to feel good, man.
It feels great. Now, if I can just eat a little better, then we'd really be on track. But it's pretty hard when you're traveling a lot. But the travel's going to be coming down. I'm 3 weeks from not traveling anymore, so we'll be able to hone that in. But yeah, man. And again, I'm not doing a lot. I'm just the treadmill. I'm hitting the treadmill a lot. 9 incline. You sent me that. I pick the speed up every week. I go from 3.5 miles per hour to 3.6 the next week, and then get to 9.5 incline, and you're just burning it for 30 minutes. You burn it,
dude. There's a couple things every day that when you intertwine it within your regime or your daily routine, whatever you call it, there's a couple of things every day that like I cannot go without, and one of those things is going to the gym. Whether it's to run, to stretch, to do abs, to lift, or whatever. It's a non-negotiable for me. The second thing that I've been getting back into is this early morning reading. Reading in the morning, like 5:15, 5:30, 5 a.m., 6, like before the day gets going. You sit there. I don't even look at my phone when I get
cup of coffee.
Exactly. And it might only be, dude, I'm telling you, Pep, it might only be for 20 minutes. But for those 20 minutes,
you're getting the brain woke up a little bit.
Yeah, you're firing on all cylinders. You're spiritually connected to the world at that point. Like, it's great. And I think more people need to do that, dude, especially what we've seen over the last month. It's just ridiculous.
And I'm not going to get into that too much, that whole thing. All I want is everybody to get along, man. I don't care. You're left, right, middle. Let's just all respect each other's lives. I mean, we're talking about lives here. So, I don't want to get too political on this show.
Well, we're not getting political, but you're allowed to say things, and the point being is that no one's life is worth it. Like, it's not worth it.
So,
because someone has an opinion.
Yeah,
I mean, just get along with your life. I don't care
what you think. Hey, if you want to think that way, go for it. You have every right in this world to think that way, and I have every right to think the opposite. And that's how it should be. Very interesting. But I'm looking forward to the next episode that we have. We have Tyler Reeve. We did an interview live in person with him at the West Virginia Children's Hospital event.
Yeah.
I think it's a great episode. That's going to be dropped after this one.
Yep.
And good job to you on the event, bud. There's a couple things I would change, but it was pretty good.
So tell well, I want your feedback, by the way.
Wow.
But I think it's hilarious that no one knows you and I are like brothers, and you're sitting there in the golf cart and I'm talking to the people and you're dogging me, dude.
I said to the guy next to me, I said, I mean, I've heard enough of this guy. I said, is this like the Ryan Bashauer show? We're going to listen to him talk the whole time. And this guy's looking at me like, man, you are a clown. And meanwhile, I'm just joking around, but I didn't tell him I was joking because I'm like, that's who I am. So, but you guys did a great job. It was for a great cause. And hopefully awesome. You guys raised a lot of cash for the hospital. But I do have some ideas for you.
Okay. I'm all ears. I'm going to commission you on that.
So,
but yeah, man. So this weekend, we're hitting the first weekend of October, man. You and I get to play a little G tomorrow.
Steve Peering, Brandon.
It'll be great.
So
it'll be great, man.
It'll be a blast. Peering will probably end up going somewhere else in the country, but whatever.
I'm like, oh yeah, I got to roll here. But it'll be good, man. And it's always good getting back on the mics with you, dude. I know it's been a minute, but
feels good.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So good football on this weekend, guys. I know we like to talk about that stuff a little bit from time to time. 'Tis the season. But, dude, I tell you what, man, Viore is dropping some sick swag
stuff
right now, dude.
Sick stuff.
Like there's no doubt about it that I have, in line with you as well, shifted my taste from Lululemon for workout apparel to Viore.
Yes.
It's
just
night and day.
It's night and day.
And the drops that Viore just has now on the reg with these colors and
just very tonal.
So good. Exactly.
And that's you. And I've as I've gotten older, I've kind of gotten to that little tonal, the grays, the blacks, the blues.
It's so good.
But man, they just dropped this fleece jacket that is sick, and I kind of want it.
Yeah, I think I saw that in the. I know every day I feel like they're dropping something, man.
I love it.
Speaking of dropping, dude, we need to drop some of these tees. I know everyone's been loving these Swingin' Easy tees. I know I sure have been.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of feedback. So maybe it is something we do.
Maybe we put a little hoodie out with it. Some more colorways.
We'll end up giving them away, but
we'll give them away. But at least we'll have them. That's something to talk about.
So, without further ado, everybody, go out, have a great weekend. You'll probably hear us next week with Tyler Reeve, or maybe the week after, whatever it is. We have an episode for you with Tyler Reeve coming up, and trying to say something nice to everybody that you run into. If you want to talk to somebody, say something nice to them. Hey, you look nice. The shirt looks good on you today.
That's right.
Try to be kind. Love each other. All right?
Everyone's trying. Everyone's battling.
And make sure you go over to Chasing_Birdies and like us.
Yeah, and do that too if you like us. But real talk, guys, it was awesome tuning in today, at least from my perspective. I had a great time here talking with Pep.
It's great.
And hopefully you guys had a great time listening because, it's easy to listen to. But we always appreciate the love that we get from y'all out there tuning in. So we hope you have a great first October weekend of the year and maybe play a little G, watch some football. But need to thank our boys and girls over at Simpler Media, Allie, Emily, Evo for putting this thing together, Jacqueline DiPaterio, Rachel London. By the way, Rachel just got married, so now
congratulations, Rachel.
She might not be London anymore, but chasing birdies in life, that's what we're doing, guys. You guys have a great, blessed weekend, and we will catch y'all next week.